Hi, I'm Olive. I was adopted by my foster parents when I was only 4, and ever since then, I lived with them in India. Both of them love me to bits, but just as I turned 5, my foster mom died of some illness, and 2 years later, Dad married another woman who also had a girl child named Ria. She was 2 years older than me, and I was excited about finally having an elder sis. But for some reason, we never got along, and even my stepmom totally hates me. On my 10th birthday, I woke up to find party preps going on in the house. I ran to my stepmom to find her busy putting makeup on Ria. OMG, Mom, I can't believe you're throwing a birthday party. Can you put some makeup on me too? I love you so much. Throwing a party? I won't even throw garbage in your name. All this is for my own beautiful daughter. Just then, Dad came in and hugged me.
Well, my beautiful daughter never needs makeup. She's an angel already. Happy birthday, dear.
He gifted me a beautiful necklace, and then we both baked my birthday cake together. Dad was literally the best. One day in the 7th grade, as Ria and I were walking to school, a boy jumped in front of us with a rose. You're so beautiful, Olive. Ria snatched the rose from his hand and crushed it under his feet. As soon as we reached home, Ria fed lies to her mom, and she turned into an angry goddess. So, you're planning on spoiling my name? You ugly brat, talking and hanging out with boys. Do you think you're Miss World? You're not going to school anymore. Mom, wait, just listen, I didn't… What, you mean Ria is lying? My stepmom took my hand and tried to lock me in my room, but just then, Dad came in and saved me.
That's enough. This is not how you treat my girl.
Dad took me away and told me something really shocking. He said he'd tracked down my real mom and I could go see her. Dad, no, I love you, and no matter what, I'm not leaving you. A few weeks later, he went abroad for a business trip, and I was dreading being left alone with my stepmom and Ria. But the very next day, my stepmom woke me up with a coffee and a smile. Something was wrong. She even gave me Ria's makeup kit and asked me to put it on. But when I went downstairs, there was a big group of people in my house. She then whispered to me, "Listen, behave well. That's the groom's family. For God's sake, make them like you. I just want to get rid of you as soon as possible." What? Are you talking about marriage? Mom, I'm not even 16, and I know this is illegal. So if you all don't want to end up in prison, please leave. After they left, my stepmom went crazy.
Have you lost your mind? How long do you want to stick with us? The foster care paid very little this time, and your dad is spending everything for you from his pocket. Gosh, you really suck.
She then blocked Google so I wouldn't email my dad, but I used FireGuard VPN and unblocked Google and Gmail. I decided I couldn't stay here anymore. I wrote an email to Dad telling him everything and left home that night with the address he gave me. And man, LA was like a whole other planet. Everything was so different. The people, their speech, food, everything. And my real mom was an actress, a big shot celebrity, and I had no idea about that. When her guards introduced me with the adoption papers, she was shocked, but the next second, she hugged and kissed me like she loved me so freaking much. Oh, Oliviana, my baby. It's Olive, Mom. You would have known if you cared. It's not Mom, Oliviana. Call me Sandy, just like my fans do. And trust me, baby, I gave you up only for your good. But I'm sorry, okay? I couldn't take it all in one go, but life there did seem nice. Mom gave me more than enough of everything. She appointed 3 maids personally for me, and my food came from different 5-star hotels every day. She also put me in the best school in LA, and I was getting a royal treatment there. Right from day one, all the kids were trying to be friends with me. Hey, Olive, I'm the cheerleading team captain. You can have the seat next to me.
Hi, can I show you around the school? I'm pretty much the popular guy here.
Well, I soon knew it wasn't for me, but my Rolls Royce and my mom's money. But I loved it anyway. However, I found the school totally weird. All girls had boyfriends and nobody punished them for it. I even saw some girls and boys kissing in the hallway. It took me some time to adjust, but slowly I started to feel lonely inside. Mom was always busy with work and she barely had time for me. So I decided to make it up with cooking. Yes, I started taking cooking lessons and it was so much fun. Once I saw Mom saying in a TV interview that she loved shrimp salad. So I learned the recipe from YouTube and made it for her. I was so excited for her to taste it, but she acted so weird. Darling, what's this? Is that thing moving? Gross. But you said shrimps were your favorite in the interview last night. I did? Oh, then it's a lie. Don't take my words seriously, sweetie. She left without even touching the food that I cooked for her. I felt so bad. The next day at school, I was surrounded by so many boys wanting to take me out on a date. Gosh, I really wish I could disappear for some time. Just then, a boy named Elon came to me and said,
"Hey, you're Olive, right? The principal is calling for you right now."
I went to the principal's office, but just as I was about to enter, he held my hand and stopped me.
"Well, she didn't call for you. I just saw your sullen face when those kids were pestering you. So I just lied to help you escape. Don't be mad, all right?"
Oh my, why would I be mad? He was so charming, and his dreamy eyes. I could feel butterflies in my stomach. Afterwards, we had lunch together, and he seemed so different from the others who were constantly trying to flirt with me. In no time, we became quite close, and he was literally the best person I have ever met. Then one day, I took him home with me. But for the first time, Mom was at home and sitting in the drawing room. "Sandy, what are you doing here?"
What am I doing here? This is my home, sweetie. OMG, that's your mom? I can't believe it. I'm a crazy fan of yours, ma'am. Can I have your autograph?
Oh, please, call me Sandy. What? Did he just say he was a crazy fan? And why was Mom acting like that? Ugh, stardom sucks, but whatever. I left the two of them alone and went to grab something to eat. But when I returned, I saw Mom hugging him. Oh dear, I wish I had a son like you. What? Wasn't I enough? She kept chatting and laughing with him for hours while I just fell asleep on the sofa. And when I woke up, the weirdest thing happened. The maid told me that both of them went out for dinner without me. What in the world was going on? The next day at school, I was looking for Elon when I heard some strange giggles and talks behind my back. Oh, Olive, I can't believe your mom is dating Elon. Is he gonna be your dad now? Shut up. What's wrong with you? Elon's about to be my boyfriend, so stop spreading lies.
Seriously? You didn't see the newspaper today? Or Facebook or Instagram? Their lovey-dovey pics are viral everywhere.
What was happening? I immediately grabbed my phone and saw the breaking news on every social media page. Hot young actress dates a schoolboy. OMG, I nearly fainted. I thought Mom would be so upset, so I rushed home, but to my shock, she behaved like nothing had happened. Oh, this is very normal for a famous celebrity like me, honey. And this kind of publicity is good for my career. But don't you worry. I heard the boy has no parents and is living in a shelter. And I'm adopting him next week. Then you'll see how everything changes. What? You're adopting Elon? You can't do that. I was just gonna ask him on a date. And you want him to be my brother now? No way, Sandy. Mom just smiled and walked away. What on earth was she thinking? The next morning, she came to my room and talked as if nothing happened yesterday. Oliviana, today is the last day of my shoot for this movie. I knew you wanted to see my world. Come on, honey. She was absolutely crazy. But I met so many stars whom I've only seen on TV, and it was just awesome. Then someone asked Mom if I was her daughter, and she said, "Daughter? Are you freaking mad? Look at my body. So stunning. I would never spoil my youth and my career by having a child. She's just my maid's daughter. And since I have such a huge heart, I decided to adopt her." Gosh, what kind of mom was she? I didn't talk to her all the way back home. But worse, she didn't even try to apologize to me and kept on giving excuses. Darling, this is how my life is. I can't survive in this field for long if everyone knows I'm getting old and I have a child. So, enough, Sandy. God, how can you be so untrue every minute? You've never been genuine to me, and I completely hate this life, and you. The next day, I went to school and asked Elon if he knew about the adoption thing, and to my worst nightmare, he just hugged me and said,
"Hi, sis. How are you doing?"
What? Did you just call me sis? Weren't we kind of together?
You're so funny, sis. I'm so glad I'll be having a famous mom and a wonderful sister like you.
Ah, he was such a jerk. I gave him a tight slap on the face and went back to my class. But even there, the kids gathered around me asking for Mom's latest movie premiere tickets. Gosh, everyone here was so freaking crazy. I couldn't handle it anymore and went straight home. I packed my bags, and as I was leaving the house, Mom called out to me, "Oh, honey, be back home by 7. We'll be going to Elon's home today to sign the adoption papers. All the media will be there." She was such a selfish person until the very end. Of course, it hurts so much to think that I've never had a true loving mom in spite of having two. Afterwards, I found myself a shelter home and emailed Dad telling him how much I missed him. Thankfully, he replied and said he was coming to see me soon. Meanwhile, I registered for MasterChef USA, and for the final round, I made the signature dish, the Beef Wellington by Chef Gordon Ramsay. And luckily, I won! Yes! With the grand title and the prize money, I opened my own restaurant in LA, and Dad was my first customer.